exchange of ideas with our peers.
In this inaugural episode, we're going to be having two very lively, two super interesting dudes that we met here at GCU.
They're a classic Batman and Robin. Peanut butter and jelly, salt and pepper, they're inseparable.
Both of them met in Colorado. They were from Colorado. They met here at Grand Canyon University, and since day one, you guys have hit it off. Your joy, your laughter, you share with everyone, and we are so excited to have you on our first episode of Week in Banter. Brendan, Selby, Austen Street, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Wow, it's great. I'm glad to be here.
We're just delighted to be on the show.
It's very delighted.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Is the casting couch comfortable?
The casting couch is very comfortable. It's
comfortable.
Feel like
genuine leather.
It is.
Like Italian leather, or
yes, from Walmart.
Oh, that is.
The one on 35th. So
Yeah, that's the one
there's been some conjugating on this before. Let's just
That's
say
the
that.
nicest Walmart I've ever been to. The one
It
at
is.
Bethany. Get out.
Go after 10 o'clock though, and the crowd changes.
Yeah.
But so this show, we have been this show's been in the making. We've been wanting to do this for months now. Whether it was originally started as just a fun idea where we do like Snapchat stories, just like long things, just like wherever we go out and just we film it, and it'd be something funny. And we talk about we want to get these mics and just do something fun, whether it was like gaming, just like stream with games, and how it just finally manifested itself into a real deal. And you guys are our first guests.
Yeah, no, we're super honored.
So you're a big deal.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure. I'm very nervous.
So, 4 people that watch this?
Yes.
Us 4 most likely.
That's like 5 times over.
Plus our moms. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
6.
true.
Our moms
I'll
are
probably
moms.
send this to mine.
Yeah.
Joe, you're going to give a quick shout out to Daleen and Gail.
Shout out to Daleen and Gail at Prayer Group.
Thanks for watching. DC and Prayer Moms.
My mom, we usually
nice.
tell our parents about this, and my mom calls me and she's like, so is there anything I can pray for you specifically? And I was like, I don't know really anything specific. And she's just like, so I heard about a podcast.
Yeah, Brian got those guests that you have to screw it up for you
Friend that
guys.
blows up to get all the time. Alright, so you two, how did you two meet? What was the story of your first time meeting at Grand Canyon?
Yes, it was the Discover trip.
Discover JCU.
Just
You're in high school.
Yeah, it was senior year of high school, and we met in the airport, but we didn't talk to
We
each
locked
other.
eyes for the first time. We locked on the first night.
Oh,
It was long.
I actually lost at first sight.
yeah,
but
we didn't. No, we
You guys
are.
were on the same Discover trip.
yeah.
Yes, we were on the same Discover trip.
You weren't from the same high school though, right?
No, so we're from he's from Windsor, Colorado,
Yeah.
and I'm from Steamboat, which they're about 3.5 hours apart. So yeah, we went on the same Discover trip. We must have you know that we did not talk the entire Discover
No,
trip.
not at all.
Not one. We did not talk.
You met, but you didn't talk.
We were only forced to get in a group chat because this other kid in our group was like, "Yo, let's start a group chat." And we're like, "No."
It was called-
Does he go here?
No, he does
used
not
to.
go.
It was funny because the group chat was like GCU Men Discover.
Yeah.
Or something super cheesy.
Well, we
like
thought we were gonna make this club called the GCU Scoot Squad.
Scoot squad.
Yeah, which we basically do tricks on a Razor scooter.
Yeah, we thought it would be cool.
We thought it was gonna be the first fraternity. Anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like every guy, a group of guys at GCU is like, we're gonna start the first
Yeah.
one.
We're gonna start something
Right,
here.
right.
Omega, Delta, Tri, Alpha, Beta.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right here though.
In
In Jesus' name we pray. Beta 5.
Based on
Instagram bio is still private Christian affordable.
No, it used to be private. Now it is actually it's proud dendrophilia, which is
An attraction to
trees, and it's always gains a clock. So hey, C4 definitely recommend.
I feel like it's always games of clout. It's like, those super like beefy dudes at the gym that are always like
Their legs are like this.
So,
Yeah.
I feel like that they have a cut-off shirt and have that on the back.
Yeah, we just have to make gains going wider since we can't grow anymore.
There you go.
To satisfy the females here at GCU.
Anyways,
Married.
so
Yeah.
it was a Discover trip.
Yeah, Discover trip.
And then you finished the Discover trip and you didn't talk after
We
that?
didn't talk until, so we were in that group chat and then only one kid was talking and no one would respond. It was funny.
Yeah, one kid was talking, no one would respond. Everyone would just like the
Talking
message.
to himself.
And And then one day, like, so I have this friend that's from the place I'm in, Colorado, and he went to school in Steamboat, and they had a class together. And so Brendan texted me, he's like, hey, do you know Austen Jenkins? And I'm like, yeah, I know that guy. We're pretty tight, and we just kind of friends. And then
Shout out to Colorado Mountain College.
yeah,
CMC.
CMC.
Anyway,
We didn't talk until like a couple weeks before the welcome week. And it was like, let's hang out.
Yeah, no, and then so the first day, my parents dropped me off and had to catch a quick flight, so they dropped me off at like 8 a.m. and then they were right out of there. I didn't even move in.
They didn't say goodbye.
Yeah, and then I was just sitting on the couch and like no one else had moved in, and I was like, college. And then I was like, what should I do? Like, I already had gone to Qdoba that day, so I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. I don't know anything or anyone. And then I noticed Austin was in campus, so I was like, so Austin, come to your room, actually.
Yeah, and so like I'm like in the middle of like moving in, and he just like knocks on the door. I'm like putting my stuff away, and he's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo. And keep in mind, we haven't. This is like the first time we ever really talked in person.
We have never like shared an interaction in person besides just like looking at each other and going like, yeah.
And then
From there, you set it off though.
yeah, it was. We went to the canyon cool down thing where they had like a whole they had like water.
like the
and stuff.
so many shots.
And
It's
stuff
filled with,
that.
It's like sardines.
Yeah,
It's
and
disgusting.
everyone, yeah.
And the big slides where it's like you go down the pool, water's pretty much just filled with grass.
Yeah. And when you're going around in that circle, you can't always get next to the girl you want to get next to.
Yeah, no,
And you're bumping up on all these boys, and you're like, no.
You're like, hurt.
So you're swimming underwater to get to
all these legs just pop up.
You're popping up next to the girl you want. You bonk heads really quick, go back under.
Yeah, I mean, the school claims to have like a ratio, like more girls than guys, but we think that's a lie. There's no way.
At least in a pool.
At least in the pool.
Oh,
In the pool,
definitely.
it's just gonna
Pop and go hot tub.
Oh my
also.
goodness,
That is a big fest, right
It
there.
really is. Man soup is
Also, if
is
you've ever
sad.
been if you've ever been in a sports management class.
It's more men than women in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. But yeah, so we just became friends and did some funny things.
Yeah.
Dressed up as nerds.
Yeah, we put scrubs on and we convinced these girls that we were gonna do Doctors Without Borders after college, and we had this whole life
Well,
plan.
there you go.
And they believed us.
They believed us, and
That's
then they figured out it wasn't.
pathetic.
Yeah.
Love humans.
Yeah. No, it was good because we lied, and that's
That's one thing to learn here.
Yeah.
Don't tell them who you really are.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Lying is always the best decision.
Yeah.
Because they figured it out, and then we would like see them around the group and be like, "Hey," and then they'd be like,
Ugh.
Sorry.
That's the noise they actually made. They did that. Sign.
Yeah. Well, actually, one other thing about that sound, we used to live on the second floor of Willow, and
Right.
so we would obviously, when there was a horde of women getting in that elevator,
Yes.
we would go on and press 2, just to piss
They
them
get
off.
so
And
mad.
one girl goes,
Oh! Like
she literally, like, we pressed 2 and she goes, oh!
You know, you guys were infamous on Willow.
These guys.
Totally screw up the whole
She
elevator.
just wanted to punch us in the face. She was not a fan of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, from then you guys just hit it off and
Hit it
now just
off.
been friends. So.
Good
Yeah.
friends.
I think
Speaking of elevators.
Yeah. Elevators.
Elevators.
Have an interest. Do not have a good rap in
No, and
elevators.
we don't even really understand. How do we bring up this
Okay.
topic?
So basically, females here at GSU will not ride the elevator with us. Like they will
It's
literally not.
just you two.
They will
Just us.
They will
There's,
do, I mean,
every girl has you in a group chat.
In a
Yeah,
group
guys,
chat.
you see these guys, don't get
it's
on.
like a warning sign. You know, all the girls like CGs. They like are like, if you see this face, do not get on the elevator.
These guys.
You girls sexually advanced or something. Like, but actually, no, because here's a classic example. Like, we'll be waiting for the elevators. 2 girls will come in. They'll look at us, and then they'll take the stairs.
They'll take the stairs. They look,
Right
one
off the
look at
bat.
us, and they're
6th
like,
floor doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
6th
Doesn't-
floor does not matter. But
They could be carrying a box. And they're like,
yeah,
we're not gonna
they're
ride the
like,
elevator.
a bunch of groceries. They're like, oh, do you mind if we help you with this? They're like, no.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
No.
It's games o'clock.
Yeah. So actually, if you see my triceps. Yeah. No. Anyway, though, the most intense one was we were in Camelback the other day, and this girl is at the elevator. She presses the down button.
Yeah, we're like the fifth
She
floor.
presses the down button. She's waiting for it. We come in. We stand next to her. She immediately looks at us, goes on her phone. The elevator opens. We get in. She sits down and does not get in the elevator. It closes,
pressed the button.
but she's the one who pressed the button. And it literally opened like 5 seconds after she presses it, we come, she gets on her phone, it opens, we get in, she does not get in.
Yeah, and we just don't understand.
If you could pinpoint it, what would you say? Well, why? Is it because you're infamous because of the?
I think we're
force
too muscular.
I think
girls-
intimidating.
I think the calves
The
are
calves
really,
like, they see our calves and they're like,
hey, those guys are the real deal.
there's just like palpable tension in the air.
I feel like they're just too nervous to talk to us
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not true. Women are not nervous to talk to
Yeah,
us.
we're both 5'6".
Yeah, we're like just aggressively average.
Aggressively average.
Aggressively
We're just,
average.
intensely subpar. Oh, the guys
Yeah.
are not getting
Fun one.
Yeah.
Now, Brendan, you're from Colorado.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You're from the Dominican
I
Republic.
am.
Well,
Yes.
Tell us that story.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, amazing ever. Just like it's.
All is well. Yeah. So, I was born in the Dominican Republic at a super young age. My parents adopted
You were
me.
born in a super young age.
Yeah, well, I was born at a super young. I was like 0, I think, at that time.
You once held the record for world's youngest person.
I did. It was like a half a second, and then some other kid took that from me. Like,
Yeah.
screw that kid, honestly.
What a jerk.
Yeah,
Yeah, honestly, probably freaking ghosted.
Adam State.
Adam State athletic scholarship.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
Probably went to House of Lucifer for high school. Go on.
This kid's roommates, they tell people that their high school is named House of Lucifer.
Yeah,
And people
Your
believe
Yeah, they go around like they're like when someone asks them like what high school did you go to, they go it's called House of Lucifer. I don't know if you've heard it. But like if you see my roommate, he looks like he would have gone to House of Lucifer. Great guy, but
What is the purpose of that?
messing with people. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is just for friendly banter.
Classic practical joke.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. No, but anyway, yeah, so I was adopted, went to a nice white family. That's always great.
The
That's
white
al-
man.
Yeah, that's always an advantage. Let me
You were
tell
raised
you.
by the white man.
Oh, heck yes, my family goes to a restaurant, they're like, hey, we have a table for you right here. Something like that. It's just great.
But someone else would be like, yeah, we're not open.
Funniest thing, and with that, I don't talk like your stereotypical, fat person or whatnot. A funny example of that. So today, we go to breakfast at Qdoba, and there's this girl that was like serving like the burritos and stuff like that, and she was like, she sees me walk up and she's like in this really gangster voice, she's like, yo, you're trying to step up right now, like stuff like that, like, yo, what you want? And I'm like, it's crazy. I said this in this, it's like the whitest voice ever, just naturally. I'm like, yeah, I think that I'm gonna do a burrito, please. And she just like, her face goes from like, yay, another black person to screw this dude.
To total disappointment.
Disappointment.
This is a true story. This is a true
Yeah.
story.
And so
And like your face is like, all right.
Her voice is like, they got him, they took another one.
I took another one.
And I'm just like,
You're one of that.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I like country music, okay? It's freaking great,
So you were adopted, families from Colorado, but occasionally you go back to the Dominican Republic.
Yes,
Occasionally, right?
yeah, occasionally, which is super cool. It's always super great to go back and see where you're from and all that. And
You visit your biological mother.
I
right?
do, and I see some of my siblings and all that, which is super sick. That's super awesome. It's crazy to see them and all that. It's funny. I don't know what happened. All of my biological siblings are like these tall and buff guys. And I'm like 5'6" and like just average body. I'm like, what? Hey, why did I get these G's? Like,
In
come on.
shape though. In shape.
You're subpar.
Yeah, subpar.
that's fair.
Aggressively mediocre, which is totally great.
Aggressively
How many
average.
siblings do you have biologically?
Oh goodness, so my mom, she's had 9 kids, and my dad, I think around like 8, because they weren't at the time when I was born and all that, they weren't together. Like they weren't married or anything. Like my dad actually had a wife when they had me. So I'm the
You're
He's
a
the Jon-
bastard.
He's the Jon Snow of the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
He's basically my grandpa.
So
from
you
the
know
Dominican
nothing.
Republic.
Well, very cool. Yeah, I mean that's awesome. I mean, it's just such a cool story to have.
Yeah.
Hey, tell them your actual name too. Your birth name. Not actual name. Birth name.
Yeah, so it's Francisco San Pedro de la Rosa Santana de Santiago.
Can you say that in the mic?
Yeah, no, I'll say, okay. So for the people out there, it's Francisco San Pedro de la Rosa Santana de Santiago de los Caballeros.
You went from subpar to above par.
To above par. I'm telling you.
You should actually hear the ladies when he says that, or
Yeah.
speaks in Spanish at all. It's like, hey, I'm Austin Street, you know. They like him, fine.
And they're like, oh, this guy's pretty average.
They're like, he's mediocre, he's a little short for my taste. And then they're like, and then he says like, and Francis, he does that whole thing, and they're like,
And he turns around with a
they're like, hey guys, I
Also,
also have a cool name, it's Brendan.
I'm actually Colorado.
Yeah,
It's also hilarious because like whenever I like tell people I'm like from a foreign country and that I'm adopted, it's hilarious because like the girls will be like, oh, I once went on a missions trip to Kenya. I'm like, great, but I'm not Kenyan. They're always like, yeah, like it was just so great. And just all those kids are so happy. I'm like, I wouldn't think I'm one of these kids. They're always
trying to like relate. Like,
they're trying to relate to me. I'm like, I was raised in America. Like, they're
I went to Uganda.
yeah, they're basically like it's like they act like they've seen me on a UNICEF commercial or something like that.
You can support this child.
You can support this child.
From the Feed My Starving
Like,
Kid. And then like the picture they share like they're really carefully.
Here's Austin before.
Here's Francesco. Here's Austin.
It's your real
It's
name.
just like Austin right there.
Alright, but so Dominican Republic, Colorado. So speaking of Colorado, are you familiar with the Denver airport conspiracy theories?
Yo, hell yeah.
About I've never. Do you fly out of the Denver airport to get here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So have you been to the Denver airport?
Once.
Okay, I've never been there, but from what I hear, it's that the conspiracy is that like looking at the underground whatever the construction, it's like a just oddly diverse underground like tunnels and subways that as people and just thinking about there's weird art. There's just like kind of odd just weird paintings of stuff that was like
dark,
very
evil.
Yeah, very dark.
Also, it's
suggestive.
literally shaped like a swastika, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Oh,
murals and stuff on the wall that are supposed to represent stuff. Also, the real Slim Shady is he mentioned New World Order in one of his songs, so obviously he participates in that underground situation.
Like Beyonce.
Also, Michael Jackson is not dead. He was not a drug addict, and he did not overdose. He is actually living under DIA.
Under the airport.
Under the airport. He's planning for New World Order.
So it's like the theory is that because it's so just odd and complex and underground, the theory is that the New World Order is like having their like secret government, like their meetings are down.
Yeah,
So
and
like
Osama bin Laden is supposedly
there.
down
I've also
there,
heard
too.
that it is a FEMA concentration camp just in case they need one. Which that is, you can tell me your thoughts on that. I mean,
Honestly,
who thinks of these things? Honestly.
well, honestly, my friend who's always on acid was telling me this. So. he does not go to GCU, by the way.
They don't do that here.
No one does
anything here on this campus.
No,
Everyone's
definitely not. Definitely not. This
Yeah.
is a private Christian school.
Private.
Affordable.
It's also
very affordable.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the only reason why I'm here. Is because I couldn't afford out of state tuition anywhere here. I wanted to get out.
So what are your thoughts on that conspiracy theory? Is it an airport or is it the New World Order?
I've heard a lot of things about the New World Order things.
Okay, here's a real fact.
It
is the DIA is the biggest sex trafficking hub in America.
That is very true.
Which is actually a true fact.
Also, yeah, and do you want to know an interesting thing about the airport in general? So where it is, it's like in the middle of nowhere. And when the mayor at the time, like when they were building it, they're like, "You are insane. Like, why would you build this all the way out there?" Because the old airport used to be in Denver, but they moved it out there, and it's kind of out in the country. And people were like, "Yeah, no, you're an idiot. But then like they built this thing, and it's actually like super efficient. So like that's super cool. But yeah, no.
Another weird thing about DIA is there's a sculpture of a horse with red eyes.
Oh, that thing
outside.
terrified me in my childhood.
And it's crazy because the guy that was actually sculpting it fell on him and it killed him.
Doesn't it, the thing is like the eyes like glow red or something at night or something? It looks like
it actually looks kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool though.
So it's just a lot of weird stuff.
There's just a lot of weird stuff happening there.
Time will tell if it's
I'd say I would say it's New World Order.
But the other conspiracy theory that it's not necessarily a conspiracy theory, but it's like the theory about octopus. Just that octopus are just like they are so crazy and so cool, like they're really mysterious and creepy.
Yeah.
And the fact that their human blood is, I think it's hemoglobin based and it's iron based.
Okay.
And then octopus along with some other mollusks and arthropods, it's hemocyanin, which is copper based. So they bleed blue. They have 3 hearts. They're just weirdly intelligent and oddly curious about stuff, and like the fact that the only bones in their body is like it's the beak, so they can be 25 feet across in width, but if a 3-inch hole they can squeeze through. So it's just like just the fact that octopus are so out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
The theory is that octopus are actually they're not fish. Millions of years ago, they're actually aliens that came out of this. They just inhabit the earth and the ocean. So they're not really any fish in any way. The theory is that octopus are aliens, just because they're pretty wacky, and that's it.
You know I feel like if there's any like some conspiracy theory that could be real, I would have to. That'd be a good one, honestly.
Something you want to believe.
Oh heck yeah, you want to believe.
Is seeing believing, or is believing seeing?
Ooh, that's deep.
I still believe in Santa Claus, so
You can't disprove it.
there's no
Santa
disproof.
Claus. What a guy, honestly.
Yeah, he still shows up at my house.
Oh, does he?
I guess
Do
I'm
you like
a
leave
boy.
cookies out for him and stuff like that?
What?
Do you leave cookies out?
Yeah, and then I throw carrots on my deck for the reindeer.
There you go.
I see tracks of them outside my house.
It's probably just a deer.
Honestly, it's the reindeer, okay?
the reindeer, not.
It is the reindeer, it is not a deer.
Speaking of Christmas time.
Gluten-free cookies. Go on.
Brendan and I in our friendship, like we never argue. The only thing we've ever kind of argued about is I hate the movie Elf, and he loves the movie Elf. I think it's a terrible movie because I don't
He's
think
about
that's
to go
funny.
off.
Elf is a great movie. Elf is a great movie.
Will Ferrell's a great actor, but that is the worst movie ever. It's so bad.
Okay. It
Pick
is
it up,
so
Austin.
funny.
He puts syrup on spaghetti. Why is that funny?
Okay, I can see syrup on a ham. It's the same thing. Okay.
Okay, that's ham is
Plus, the elves stick to the 4 main
Oh, don't
food
even
groups:
get-
candy,
no.
candy corns, candy canes,
No.
and syrup.
No, every Christmas when
Can't see it's corn and syrup.
And syrup, yeah.
every Christmas when someone says, "Oh, you're an angry elf," and they quote that movie, I want to punch them in the face so much. I'm like, do that one more
You're not
time.
an angry elf.
Yeah, I think you're just an angry elf. I think you're upset about your height, for sure. Which I am too. Let's be honest.
That's another thing. Like, come on, that's just something we can relate on. It's the height
I
thing.
know.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Real stereotype. Okay, girls will always do this thing.
Yeah.
Looks don't matter. Genetically, that is not true.
Oh yeah.
That is not true.
For sure.
Psychology does not support looks don't matter. Okay? Just take any psychology class.
Yeah, I took psychology 102, so I know what I'm talking about. I got it.
I've taken 100
I don't know what
courses, so like.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, and so we're talking to a friend who shall not be named.
But you know who you are.
You know who you are. So we're talking about her boyfriend, right? Her boyfriend's about 6 feet tall. And we go, if your boyfriend was our height, would you still like him? And she goes, absolutely no.
She's like, no.
Definitely not. But we're like, okay, that solves it for us.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mic placed down.
I'm telling you, we're like 4 inches under the average male height.
Yeah. Actually, though, we're over the average woman's height.
That is good. That is good.
Counts.
What is that, like 5'4"?
And we're over the average male height in Guatemala.
That's very true.
Also, you've seen those charts of the average, the girth, the worldwide girth.
Yes.
You're not North Korean.
No, we are not North Korea.
We're smaller.
What do we that statistics?
We have smaller girth compared to the average Korean.
So that's is that a positive or a negative?
It's a positive thing.
That's
Of course.
Everyone says the smaller the girth, the better.
Yeah, I heard that from
life.
fact.
That's the only thing I've gotten from life.
So girth in women. Yeah. Should we play the game?
Women, yes. So we're gonna kind of do this top 5 thing, maybe.
A top 5 thing.
And it pertains to everybody. You guys are kind of just very free spirited, so we didn't really have one. So we're just gonna go top 5.
We do a lot of hallucinogens, yes, we do. Okay.
It's just top 5 things that a woman can do that will make you go, yeah.
What are her?
Okay.
Purple GCU scrubs.
Purple scrubs.
No, but those nursing
Okay.
suits, man.
On any girl, put on GCU scrubs and try not to get in a weird place.
It
Mental.
really gets you.
Fair.
I'm telling you. And for you, the public safety officer.
Oh yes. Remain nameless, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's purple scrubs is number 1. Number 2, the messy bun.
The messy bun is a thing.
You like the messy bun?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you feel about though if it's intentionally messy or if it's just it's actually a messy bun? Because sometimes it's like they do it purposefully. It'll be purposely messy.
I feel like if it's on purpose, then it looks good. I feel like if it's like just like a roll out of bed sort of thing, it's kind of like
I've not thought about it this.
yeah.
If there's, it just gets to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not messy hair, just it has to be.
No, not messy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can respect that.
Okay, number 3 for me is European accent.
Ooh.
The
I can-
techno.
I can get pretty much. Okay.
Pretty much?
French.
Except for like Russian. I can't do like a Russian accent or like a
It's a little bit too intimidating.
German is like too aggressive too.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like we're talking Italian,
That's a good one.
we're
right
talking
there.
French,
Spanish.
we're talking
I love those Spaniards.
Polish,
English?
Oh, Polish people.
we're talking Czech Republic,
Oh, that's
we're
interesting.
talking
Greek.
sneaky fun country actually. Sneaky fun country, Kazakhstan.
Oh, he's been on this for a couple days.
Kazakhstan is a great.
Kazakhstan.
I haven't.
He's been looking up on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I've been researching it a lot. Okay, so it's right south of Russia. It's right south of Russia.
It's north of Iran.
Okay, listen to this though. Listen to this though. 99% literacy rate. 99% literacy rate in that country. We have like an 80% in America.
Mine, I'm gonna go a little bit, American, but Texas. The Texas accent. Let me tell you, and I wasn't really like that fond of it until I met this girl here at GCU, and I mean, obviously,
Did your name?
I'm not gonna say it because she'll probably find this, and she's way out of my league already. But she just every time she like says my name, she's like, "Well, howdy, Austin." I'm like, "Thank you for saying my name. Thank you for saying hello to me. You made my yeah, it's good." Number 4. What is a number 4?
I would say for me, number 4 would probably be Crocs. I'm kidding. It's not Crocs.
Crocs really.
The Heelys?
Those big blocky
Big
Heelys.
Osiris shoes, I would say.
Oh,
I just if you got Osiris, you got my heart in your hands.
Number 4. So this is like what was it like number? This is like things that
the things that you see and it's like, man, that is.
is super.
Okay. For me,
Or it doesn't have to be seed.
it's when people understand. It's when a girl understands my jokes. Like, okay,
Yes,
literally,
exactly.
there was this girl I met, and she literally, she literally just understood all of my jokes, and she would laugh so hard at everyone when no one was laughing, and it made me like her so much more. So yeah,
Where's she now?
she's in America.
She's like American.
She's in America?
She is in America.
You didn't steal that deal though? I mean, she sounds like.
No, I didn't see the deal. She wasn't really my type. Plus, she is not.
Was that here?
No, this was not at GC.
Oh, I was about to be like, which girl has left at your jokes?
Public disclaimer, no one laughs at my jokes here. So
Start laughing.
So yeah, if girls would just politely do that, I would be so into you.
Anyway, go on. What's 5? Or was that 5? That was 4.
That was 4.
Yeah, no, I guess
Five.
for me, wow, someone who has like a super like soothing, like just nice voice, you know what I mean? Like one of the groups that we hang out, like we hung out with some people today. There's this girl in that group, and she just has this like just the nicest voice, and you're just like, can you just like hug me? Can you just make like it's not even like a romantic. I just feel warm and nice. Like you're just so nice. I feel like when other girls say hello to me,
The
like,
water's warm.
the water comes join.
What was number 1?
Shoot.
Oh, the
Scrubs.
Purple Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Number 1. Number 2 was
It was so
Messy
long.
Buns.
Messy buns, then
Number
accents.
3 accents. Number 4.
We both had them for that. Mine was a soothing voice.
Laughing.
Yeah,
Yours
I was
was laughing at
laughing.
your jokes.
So a lot has to do with laughing, or the voice.
Yeah.
Whether it be
Voice is big.
Voice is big, cause
No, okay. Number 5 for me. This is a weird one.
mm,
I really like eyebrow piercings. Like if
Wow.
a girl has an eyebrow
piercing.
I would not have
I-
expected that from you.
Yeah,
That's pretty
no.
specific.
That is very
It's
specific.
it's a weird enjoyment for me. I honestly think I've been listening to the Pentatonics too much.
Man, they're really affecting the youth of America.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of the nose piercing. I think that's like a little stud. Like you don't really notice it.
You like
like
the stud, not the ring.
the ring's okay depending on how big it is. I don't like septum rings because that's
Yeah.
what like bulls have. These are like
You know what the Greeley Stampede?
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, you're not a Torero.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah. What is the next thing? Was it deal breakers, or is that what we were gonna do?
Let's do that. What is each of you one thing? What is like you see it and you're just like, it could be things are going good,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden one thing happens, you're like, can't do it.
One, I feel like for me, if someone tries to like change me, like as a person, what was
Got
that?
something to say.
You said, well, you got something to say? This is funny. Mine's serious.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, mine's more of like, if someone like one doesn't like my jokes, that's a big thing. Or like, so like, oh, you can't hang out with these people or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I'm outie.
They don't want you to hang out with your friend.
Yeah,
Makes
they're
you like you hang out with Brendan too much.
yeah, I'd be like, yeah.
Goodbye.
But I hardly doubt she's gonna be that funny.
I'm someone laughing at your jokes.
Okay, for me, I would say she can't be too confusing.
Oh.
Because okay, just classic example. Okay, classic example. This is like half the girls on the planet Earth. They like you'll be like not even that I'm like a jealous guy. I'm super jealous. But no, not like girls will like they'll be all like flirtatious with some dude, and then you like this always happens. They'll be with guys and girls. They'll be flirtatious, and then you'll be like, "Do you have a thing for them?" And then they'll be like, "No, I would never. They're such a good friend to me."
Yeah,
and then
he's a buddy. He's a friend.
and then you guys break up, and then you go right to hooking up. Like, it is right there. But also just in general, I would say just be open about your if a girl's open about her feelings. I like that. I don't like it when she like closes herself off, and then I never know how she feels, and then it's always way too stressful and confusing.
That's fair.
Yeah, well, I think that's good enough. You know, we got some good banter. Go ahead and wrap this up then, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else. Really? Anything else? We're good? We're good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us, guys,
Yeah.
in this first episode.
Oh yeah. We hope to be back sometime.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for your great input on everything, and thank you for the banter.